Some foods are banned because they're toxic, some because they threaten industries, and some because they became symbols of rebellion. Throughout history, governments have outlawed foods not just for health reasons, but because of politics, fear, economics, and public hysteria. These are 5 foods so controversial they were once declared illegal. Number 5. Absinthe chocolate. It sounds luxurious, dark chocolate infused with the mysterious green spirit once called the green fairy. But for decades, anything containing absinthe was effectively forbidden in many countries. The panic began in the late 1800s when absinthe, an herbal alcohol flavored with wormwood, became wildly popular across Europe. Artists like Vincent van Gogh and Oscar Wilde were linked to it. Then came the rumors. People believed absinthe caused hallucinations, madness, violence, even murder. Governments blamed a compound in wormwood called thujone, claiming it poisoned the brain. By the early 1900s, absinthe was banned across much of Europe and the United States. That meant absinthe-flavored everything, including chocolates and desserts, vanished too. The twist? Modern science later found the fears were massively exaggerated. Today, regulated absinthe is legal again in many countries. Turns out the green fairy was less monster, more myth. Number 4. Margarine. Yes, margarine. The simple butter substitute once sparked one of the strangest food wars in history. When margarine was invented in the 19th century France, it was cheap, practical, and perfect for feeding growing urban populations. There was just one problem: it threatened the dairy industry. Butter producers panicked. They lobbied governments to crush their new competitor, and it worked. In parts of the United States and Canada, margarine was heavily restricted or outright banned. Some places made it illegal to color it yellow because it looked too much like butter. Manufacturers had to sell it pale white with separate packets of yellow dye for customers to knead in by hand. Imagine buying butter and having to mix in the color yourself just to make it look edible. This wasn't about safety, it was economics disguised as regulation. Number 3. Raw milk cheese. Some of the world's greatest cheeses were once considered too dangerous to eat. Traditional cheeses made from unpasteurized milk, like certain versions of Roquefort, carry complex flavors pasteurization can dull, but they also carry risk. Fears of harmful bacteria led several countries to ban or tightly regulate raw milk cheeses, especially imports. For decades, many iconic European cheeses couldn't legally enter the U.S. unless aged at least 60 days, a rule designed to reduce bacterial survival. Cheesemakers argued the bans destroyed centuries-old traditions. Regulators argued they protected public health. The result? A culinary Cold War fought with mold, milk, and microbes. Number 2. Sassafras root beer. Root beer feels harmless, sweet, nostalgic, almost childlike. But one of its original ingredients was once declared dangerous enough to ban. Traditional root beer was flavored with sassafras root, which contains saffrole, a natural compound that gives the drink its distinctive earthy taste. In the 1960s, studies found saffrole caused cancer in lab animals. The response was swift. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration banned sassafras oil in commercially produced food and drinks. Suddenly, authentic root beer recipes became illegal. Modern root beer still exists, but manufacturers use saffrole-free flavoring or artificial substitutes, meaning the classic flavor people associate with old-fashioned root beer often isn't the original at all. Number 1. Haggis. Scotland's most famous dish was banned from entering the United States, not because it was poisonous, because of one ingredient. Traditional haggis contains sheep lung mixed with oats, spices, and organ meat. In 1971, U.S. food regulations prohibited livestock lung for human consumption due to contamination concerns during slaughter. That instantly made authentic haggis illegal to import. For Scots, it was cultural sacrilege. For Americans, it became forbidden food. Even today, legal versions sold in the US must be modified imitations. The real thing remains largely locked out. Food bans reveal something strange about history. What we call dangerous often reflects more than science. Sometimes it's politics, sometimes economics, and sometimes fear of the unfamiliar, because today's delicacy might be tomorrow's outlaw.